The smoke started coming out of the door, and I said, well, this place is on fire. So then I grabbed the clothes I could and started to go out the bathroom window, but wasn't brave enough to jump, so I was hanging on, and then the smoke took me from the outside, and I getting woozy, and then the fireman finally got over there, got a wet cloth and put around me so I could breathe easier. And I was leaning out the window, and I started crawling out, and I was going to scale the building sliding down. Next thing I knew was I was passed out on the fireman's shoulder, taking me down the ladder. That's all I can remember.
Okay, what kind of fire exits and escapes are in this building?
Front door.
Is that it?
Well, there's fire escape if you can get to the hallway. I couldn't get out the door because it burnt my hand. The fire was already in the hall, so the window was the only way out.
Okay, did you see anybody, other residents, how they were getting out?
Yeah, one jumped out and said he broke his leg, and if I'd had a parachute, that'd have been all right, but I just didn't.
Okay, pretty much.
There was no way out but jump.
Total loss. How many people are in the building?
Oh, I'd say 30 to 40. I don't know.
Okay. And what's your name, sir?
Bill Zack.
Okay.
Z-A-C-K.
All right, Bill. Thank you very much.
Pardon me?
Bill Zack.
Z-A-C-K.
Look at me.
Tell you when.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Can you describe what you saw on your initial arrival?
When we first arrived here, smoke was pouring out of the north end of the building on the third floor on the east and west sides, and people were evacuating buildings. And when we got here, there's 3 people on the east side that were hanging out of the windows, and 2 of them jumped. We could get the third one off with the ladder. And the rest of the occupants from the lower floors, they treated for smoke inhalation.
Okay, has everyone been accounted for?
Well, so far we have everybody accounted for except 1 person.
And how many injuries?
To the occupants, there'd be two of them possibly with a lot of broken legs from jumping out of the building.
Okay, when you got inside, what did it look like?
Inside, the 3rd floor was fully involved. So we started setting up the aerial ladders and taking hand lines inside and setting it up on the 3rd floor. And they only got about halfway down the hallway when we had to back down to kind of the heat and the flames. And we had to open up, get a ladder, got the aerial ladder up, and we opened up the roof to relieve some of the pressure. But in the meantime, fire just seemed to take its course and started the whole north end of the building.
Okay, no idea as to what might have caused it at this point?
At this point, no, we don't know.
They're still searching the building for anybody else?
Right now, they're hitting the hot spots, and they are searching the building.
All right. Okay. Thanks, Al.
I'm shooting, I'm rolling. Jim, from your vantage point on the tower, what could you see there?
Well, when we arrived here, we found that the fire had burned itself through the roof from one end to the other, basically. There was no roof that remained intact.
What kind of water supply did you put down up there?
I'm not really sure. I would suppose initially it was somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,200 gallons a minute, 1,500 gallons a minute. Later on in the fire, when we could get more supply lines established, we were probably close to 1,700, 1,750 gallons per minute.
What kind of, where was the fire, where did it seem to be centered, at least when it came through the roof, Jim?
Well, when we arrived here, like I had said, the fire had worked itself through the roof from one end to the other. There was no particular place that had the heaviest concentration of fire.
Let's talk about the performance of the equipment. How did it work? This is a big fire, probably the first big fire you've had to fight with that new piece of equipment. How did it perform?
It worked superbly. That's the only word I can say. It worked superbly. We're real happy with it.
I want to get that in.
Did they find anybody tonight? It sucks that there's one guy in there, they think, on the third one. Yeah.
Well, I think that's...
The roof's laying on his head.
What?
I think the roof's on top of him somewhere. They can't see anything there, and they can't get up there because of the...
Entry to service central.
10-4 engine 3. Just trying to figure out from here. Now, we've done...
Just the fire departments, I don't need the number.
Well, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3...
Which ones are they, Amy?
Now, wait a minute. We got Lawrence Park, we got Lawrence Park 384, we got Westwood Engine 3, we have Tower 10 from Westridge, we have Bell Valley 31. This is down in Westville 303, they're down on East 6th Street.
Okay.
And in the city right now, we have Westlake Engine 2 at Central and Westridge Truck 11 at Central. We have Kearsarge 23 and 21 and Truck 20 at South Central. At number 12 engine house, we got Westridge 17 and Westridge 15. At engine 10, we have Bell Valley 32. And let me see here, at they went to the other fire. At 10s right now, we have Fairfield 268 out there. And then we have Westlake Engine 9 is out number 11s right now. Fire grounds, how many people we got?
Erie Fire Department. Okay, and what time are they coming in?
Yeah.
That's the only thing left, right?
Go ahead.
I didn't get a hold of the street department so we can get a chainsaw. We have a tree that fell over and we have a lot of holes that's underneath there that belong to the outside companies. We want to pick this stuff up.
10-4 will notify them.
Just give me a little bit of initial damage estimates.